guest. This is Jnubi Music 101. I'm James Watkins.
Hello, Pastor Watkins. My name is Doreen Poawi. I am born Sierra Leonean, raised in America. Have been here for over 30 years. So I pretty much am considered as American.
You okay?
I have been for the past 20, 30 years of my life being a self-employed individual, running my own business as an entertainment manager and also as a cosmetologist, and many other umbrella that I've worn as also a real estate agent, flipping homes, which was an exciting time back in those days. But recently, due to COVID, I'm back into the 9-to-5 job. I'm just trying to survive in this great America that we live in.
Yeah, we all are. Yeah.
But previously, I worked in this entertainment, putting Sierra Leone artists first, which was a platform that allowed us to meet every single one of the Sierra Leone musicians that are available on the social media platform or that are willing to work as a musician in this industry. That project I actually hosted with another young lady, Adeline Sandy. We were partners in that project. That gave us an opportunity to invite over 47 musicians, Sierra Leone musicians, into our location, which is in Maryland. People came from everywhere: Australia, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, and also our local areas. Artists came from so many places. The ones that were not able to come, they were intrigued and paid attention to our movement. From that evening, we realized that it was not only Sierra Leone musicians or Sierra Leone fan base that were interested in this type of opportunity. We were able to have special guests from Gambia, from Ghana, and also from Nigeria. Mm-hmm. They came because it was unheard of, to have a house full of 47 musicians in one, just to let the community know that they exist. Because right. The whole purpose of the project that Adeline and I did was to introduce to our community that Sierra Leone musicians exist beyond just the few that you can count in one hand, which is the Emersons or the Shady Baby or the ABZ. We wanted the industry to know and our community to know that there are more musicians that exist from Sierra Leone. And that particular night was a great success because we were able to have that many artists in the house.
Yeah, Doreen, you hit on something that I discovered back in 2020 when I first was introduced to the African music scene. Well, I'll say Sierra Leone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sierra Leone music scene. And I discovered, to my surprise, that many of the artists are not paid royalties for their music. And that really, and that really took me back. I said, "What? They're recording, they're not getting the attention." And then once I realized that United States artists are played in Sierra Leone, but Sierra Leone artists are not played in the United States. And I said, this is one-sided, so to speak.
This is correct.
Yeah. So after I met Mohammed King Milan, of course, he's over music in Sierra Leone and TV and radio, and he is the one that introduced me to Doreen here in United States. And I was in Baltimore, but I didn't get the chance to meet Doreen while I was in Maryland. But after I came back to Orlando, then I was introduced to Doreen, and we share a lot of the concerns pertaining to the music in Sierra Leone. There is great talent I discovered in Sierra Leone, great artists, and deserve to be heard, deserve to be paid. So this is one concern that we greatly share. And this is one reason why, we're doing this interview, eventually turned into a podcast where we want to educate not only the American artists, but the Sierra Leone artists also, how to move their music to the next level. So with all the experience that you have and all of the talents that you have, we hope that you hope to do this. So if you could just also expound on, some of the things, concerns that you have as far as a Sierra Leone artist.
Sure. I can bring some lights to the difficulties why Sierra Leone musicians are not getting royalties. I feel like the Sierra Leone entertainment, it's a lot of things, but the main thing that is lacking is trust. I would say this by saying, even my own purpose of me coming into this entertainment industry is because I felt like our DJs were not playing Sierra Leone music. That's one. And my team and I will protested over and over to the point where DJs started playing Sierra Leone music, where you will actually enter events and you'll hear Sierra Leone music. And for many people, they never understood why we're playing Sierra Leone music. I don't care if it's a break or it's time to eat. I want to hear Sierra Leone music because I felt that way. If you're inviting someone like Mr. David Vandy, who has been in the entertainment industry all his life, from dancing to acting to being not respecting our music, and others are not appreciating what we're putting out, the value that should be given will never be given.
Right.
And then at the same time, I feel like our own entertainers, they kind of hinder themselves in many ways where they are not respected or they are not valued. Very few are, to an extent.
Okay.
But that's because of friendship and or closeness. Because once you work with somebody, you get to understand them and you get to understand what they stand for.
Okay.
In regard to royalty, number one, the Sierra Leone artist, you as a business person, and I speak this from experience, you as a business person talk to artists and say, okay, you provide them the whole platform of, this is my intention. This is what I would like to do for you to elevate your entertainment field. And I believe that in the back of their head, all they hear is, how do I get paid? Quick, now.
Okay.
They're not thinking, how can this be my legacy? They're not thinking, how can this be a longevity for me?
Okay.
They're thinking, okay, all right, she's bringing this idea to me. I like it. I'm going to take it and see how I can milk her for me to get paid more or for me to eat now. That's how, to me, the experience that you understand? And even if as a businesswoman, you're thinking, okay, I can create this outlet or platform where we can create a way for these artists to have royalties, they will always go behind your back and do something else.
Okay.
And that's been my experience, because I've gone to the point of writing business proposals for musicians. I've gone to the point of writing bios for artists. I've gone to the point of finding production companies for artists. When you talk about Sony Record, when you talk about Arista, when you talk about bringing big people in the entertainment industry, that could be a great role or path for them to follow. But somehow, some way, they don't look at it that way. They all, in their mindset is, if you're bringing this to me, what do you want? That's their automatic thinking. If you're bringing this to me, that basically means you're eating more than I'm going to be eating.
Oh, wow.
They're automatically Yeah, they automatically thinking, okay, how can I eat before she eat or before
Oh,
he
wow.
eats? You know,
Mm.
and like I said, I don't speak for everybody. I speak for my experience.
Okay. Okay.
I've gone to the point of getting loans to do a show for musician. The minute that money enter my bank account, every minute this artist is calling me at 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I need some money to do this. I need some money to do that. This money has nothing to do with your needs and wants.
Right. Okay.
This is business. This money is for the purpose of your show, to make sure the show has a great turnout. And at the end of the day, any loans that we're taking, we have to give back. They say
Yeah.
it takes this person, this businessman is not giving me money for me to just splurge it and enjoy my life with it or enjoy your life with it.
Right. Right.
For him, for us to do this show, for us to make sure whatever we do at this show, he get a percentage. That's how business runs.
Yeah.
But their mindset is not like that. Automatically, they think, okay, if this person can get this money for me, how can I screw her over for me to get this money on my own and I can do my own show? And this actually happened.
Wow. I hate to interrupt, but
You're fine.
I know this interview is going way over 15 minutes, but this is so interesting and it's so
15 minutes, but let's go.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of the things that you just explained here in the United States, these local artists, they think the same way. They want the money now. I remember when the labels used to give advances, upfront money, but they had no idea that they had to pay that money back.
Right.
The label is going to recoup all that money before you get a dime. So the thing is, you are put in.
Thank you.
You're in debt. You're indebted to the label.
Yeah.
And they will go out and just spend and splurge, and then they wonder why or where's the money. And when the company trying to tell them, look, you're not going to get paid until we recoup up the money that we gave you. So
that's true.
Yeah, there is so much education need to be shared with the local artists on the industry. There's one book that I always refer and recommend. It's called This Business of Music. You can get it on Amazon. It's only like $27. It explains the entire industry and how it works. But I find that most artists, they fail to get the book, and to read it and to try to educate themselves on how the industry works. But what you have shared some very, very important parts and tidbits of what really occurs in the minds of these artists.
Yes.
So before we end, I want you to give some final remarks or the recommendation of how you would share or try to encourage the local artists to educate themselves and to understand how the industry really works instead of how they want it to work. Okay, if you could do that.
I can definitely do that. Pastor, as of currently, I have an entertainment platform, also including the Jnubi entertainment we have. I have the Sierra Leone Festival platform, which was set up basically for us to be able to do annual festivals among our communities and make it something that we can extend abroad. But at the end of the day, if the artist that you're trying to work with does not take their own so-called passion or career more to heart than you, they will not be successful.
That's true.
Because in most of this business, from what I've seen, the minute you as a business person come to introduce yourself to these artists and say, okay, look, I want to work with you. I see potential in you. I see that you are driven, you have great music. This is what we can do with it. Like I said before, their mindset is different.
Yeah.
I've asked musicians before to do voice coaching.
Yeah. Oh boy.
As of today, From the last Patti LaBelle show I went to maybe 4 years ago in Baltimore, 4 or 5 years ago in Baltimore. It stormed that day, and Patti LaBelle still took her shoes off and still wanted to perform.
Yeah.
Because she spent every year, I know that she comes to Baltimore because her vocal coach is in Baltimore, is based in Baltimore.
Patti LaBelle's got a vocal coach. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
She actually announced that.
Yeah.
She actually announced that day that she comes to Baltimore for two things, for her crafts and for her vocal coach.
Look out.
Yeah. And if these seniors in the entertainment are still taking the beginning process, which is working on your voice.
Right, right.
And our people don't think that they need it.
Oh, Lord.
When Miss Adeline and I schedule all the artists to do vocal coaching, let them work on their skills, and we will pay for it. We schedule. These artists did not show up. So that was money gone. You understand? So
right.
The one thing I like to say to all our Sierra Leone artists, you may be able to grab a microphone like any other person in here. I have a microphone right on my desk. If I want to be a musician, I could be a musician. I have a microphone set in my basement. If I want to be a musician, all it takes is me just making that at that time, and I can be that. But you know what? That's not what my passion is. My passion is in the business. So all I'm asking is our entertainment industry is to actually listen to the people that are trying to advise them, or the people that are trying to help them, and not try to take advantage of them.
Right, right. Oh my goodness.
Because I mean, I'm not saying that there are not people out there trying to take advantage, you know?
Right.
And as of them trying to get royalties, they need to take the necessary step. Value themselves. They have to value themselves. You know, if you know your music is this great, and people have told you your music is this great, at the end of the day, allow people to love your music more than you love your music. The great Michael Jackson, he was his worst critic.
Yes.
Anybody know that?
He was.
The great Whitney Houston, she was her worst critic.
Yeah. And she took vocal lessons. Yeah.
She took vocal lessons. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
You know? But at the end of the day, if you're thinking you just go get on the mic and you're singing A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and you're like, oh, that music is hot. This is the shit. At the end of the day, only you are loving your music.
Yeah, right.
Allow others to appreciate your music. You know? Right, right. Talk to DJs. Because even in American industry, like when I brought all those artists here a couple of years ago, one of the things that I was trying to do, that I channeled to do, was, since we were going to have one major comedian and then another comedian who is an actor but great musician at the same time, he's like a one big package because he's great at everything he put his hand on. This is succulent. He's a great musician. He's a rapper. He's a love song singer. He's R&B. He's dance hall. He's like a one big package. Okay. And he's an actor, you know. But one of the things I was trying to do was to have a comedy outlet in DC, where while they're here, they improv. Everybody heard of improv. So I was trying to have those two comedians to have that outlet. Even though he's a musician, our industry, or our so-called promoters and music lovers, they see people like me, a woman, and it's unfortunate. Yes, it is. And I always tell any man, women, we open doors. We open doors. In most cases, yes, you are a man. You think you can make a business to run, but we open that door for you to go through and run it. Yeah. You know? So I made many of these artists that are here now, over 20-something artists are in this country right now. Because of what? Because of a woman. Because of a woman's dream and interest. And it's not because I wanted money from them. I pay for most of the things that happen for them. My sponsorship paid for most of the things that happen for them. Nobody would have thought about them. In all of that, all I'm saying is musicians need to give patience and have a little bit of trust in people that will have the best interest for them. And not always be thinking selfishly, trying to take advantage, trying to make the money right now. If you're a musician, look at you, Pastor, you have been in the entertainment industry forever. I believe you said 14 or so or 17 or so, but you're still in it. Your daughter is one of the great musicians that are out there.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
So, I mean, she is. I haircut like your daughter.
Yeah.
I have my, as you see, I'm still rocking the color that she rocked.
All right now. All right, T-Boz.
She was great. T-Boz, the whole group of ladies made our sister rest in peace, but these were beautiful young ladies that started that like that. To me, it was a platform that was almost escaping because we had the Salt and Peppers. And they were getting older, and we needed a newcomers.
Right.
And Left Eye and T-Boz and them, they came together and they did this. They created this platform for let women know that they can do it too.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is give a person a chance for them to show what they can do. Don't look at it and from the back like, okay, I'm going to, the person might have for you maybe a lucrative idea, everything, but in the back of their mind, they want success for you. Nobody's going to put their money and time on you if they're not thinking success.
That's right.
Nobody.
That's right.
Nobody. So if somebody is willing to put their money on the line for you, and this is the only way our industry is going to work. We can ask for royalty all day. But if the artists are going behind the management back,
oh wow,
or the production back to make deals with the person that's trying to make this deal happen, that's not going to help.
No,
because they're going to see the light,
right,
and they're going to say the heck with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And why should that person believe what you got to say? Circle have been chasing its own tail. Everybody's doing the same thing, Right. So that's my to our entertainment, and I'm looking forward to Jnubi in Sierra Leone.
Oh yeah, we're coming. We're gonna do this thing. All right, Doreen, thank you so very much. I think we can make part 1 and part 2, but we're gonna continue.
Because it's one day.
Yeah, I mean this is needed. There's not too many people that's trying to help the artists understand how the industry work or how they can move their music to the next level. But with all the experience that you bring to the table, and then I got tons of years also, we're gonna continue this and grow this into a podcast where we'll be able to get maybe some of the local artists to call in and ask questions or get some information that they need to help them along the way. But I want to say thank you for your time and you're sharing your experience, and you're on point. And here's one thing: there's a lot of powerful women in the industry. They're not recognized as they should be, but I mean, there's a lot of powerful women.
We would definitely hit on that next time.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because even as of the musicians themselves, the female artists in the Sierra Leone entertainment are pretty marvelous. They're pretty bad.
Okay.
I want to say, bad.
Yeah.
But they're pretty bad. But like I said, they are not looked at as the best because they're women. But they should be recognized as one of the best.
All right. Well, you
already know that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let's continue this and make this into a podcast that's really going to help the local artists, to move their music to the next level. But this is once again Jnubi Music, and this is Music 101, where we share information and educate the artists, to get their projects out there. There's so much that we have to talk about, Doreen. We can't do it in one session, but we're going to continue this, and we'll share the information where you can go and to view these interviews and conversations to help you with your your projects. Okay. Until next time, Doreen, thank you again. And yeah, appreciate you, girl.
Thank you, Pastor.
All right. You be blessed. And until next time. This is
Till next
Jnubi.
time.
All right. Music 101.
Amen. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.